Hello, 5th grade. Today we're going to work on dividing unit fractions by whole numbers. Remember, a unit fraction is a fraction that has 1 as a numerator. So let's take an example. Let's say we have a cake. There's a birthday cake, and there's half of it left. Okay, so here's the 1/2 of the cake that's left. And 4 people are going to split that 1/2 of a cake. How much of the original whole cake will each person get? Well, if I take this 1/2 and I split it into 4 sections, I can see that 1/2 divided into 4 sections is going to be 1/8. Each person will get 1/8 of the whole cake. All right, let's say we have the same cake, and this time we have only 1/3 of the cake left. Okay, there's 1/3 of the cake. 2 people are going to split that piece. So if I have 1/3 divided by 2, each section will be 1/6 of the whole cake. So when we divide a unit fraction by a whole number, okay, a unit fraction is going to be less than 1. Okay, so if I have like 1/3 divided by 4, think about it, I'm taking 1/3, something that's less than 1, and dividing it into more parts. That means I'm going to get a smaller number than 1/3. So we do the same thing when we divided whole numbers by unit fractions or by fractions. We still multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. Remember, the divisor is the number that comes after the division sign. So in this case, I'm going to do 1/3. That's my dividend. It's not going to change. I'll multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. The reciprocal of 4 is 1/4. So 1/3 times 1/4 equals 1/12. So that means if I had 1/3 of a cake and 4 people were going to share that 1/3 piece, they would each get 1/12 of the whole cake. Let's do another example. Let's do 1/5 divided by 2. Okay, so if there is 1/5 of the cake left and 2 people are going to share it, we have 1/5 times 1/2, because we multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. Each person would get 1/10 of the cake. Okay, let's look in your workbook on page 156. You're going to do the even problems, so I'm going to do a few of the odd problems with you. So let's look at number 1, 1/8 divided by 2. So this is 156. Number 1, 1/8 divided by 2. So I will multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. So 1/8 times 1/2, because the reciprocal of my divisor is 1/2. Remember, the reciprocal of a whole number is a unit fraction. So this equals 1/16. All right, number 7 says 1/8 divided by 12. So I'll multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. So 1/8 times 1/12 equals 1/96. Okay, and then on the next part, you have to solve both sides and then put greater than, less than, or equal inside the circle. So let's look at number 13. 1/6 divided by 8. Is on the left side. 1/6 divided by 8. On the right side, it's 1/5 divided by 8. All right, so I'll have 1/6 times 1/8, because I multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. So that equals 1/48. And over here, I'll have 1/5 times 1/8, which equals 1/40. Okay, both of them are unit fractions, so I can look at my denominator. And I know that 40ths are larger than 48ths, because the larger the denominator, the smaller the pieces. Okay, and since we have 1 of each, 1/40 is going to be larger than 1/48. So that would be greater than, well, the less than sign, because 1/5 divided by 8 is greater than 1/6 divided by 8. We read it, 1/6 divided by 8 is less than 1/5 divided by 8. Okay, so you just have to do 14 and 16 there. Then you have 2 word problems to do. So you're only going to do the even problems on page 156. Remember, multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor.